First leg, Nathan to throw first. Game on.
They say never a frown with Keegan Brown, but there was quite a lot of frowning going on in his rather feisty encounter with Hannah Schneer. I think this one will be a little friendlier against Nathan Aspinall. Paul Nicholson joins me, Dan Dawson, in the comms box for the opening game of the night.
I think Keegan will be very happy about the fact that he's playing someone a bit more neutral this evening. That was a very interesting game last night. I spoke to Keegan shortly after the game, and he was focusing more on the fact that he should have got rid of the game sooner. And he gave Hannah Schneer a lot of credit for the way he came back into the match. He didn't really get into the stuff. Fact of the matter is, he won the match and he progressed through to play against Nathan.
40. Yeah, it wasn't an impressive set of numbers from Keegan. He actually averaged less than Hannah's. He only averaged 80. But what was good...
80.
That wasn't good for Nathan, but what was good is how Keegan managed to keep his cool when it was very obvious to everybody in this building that he was getting riled up by Hannes, who was fired up and bouncing him out and walking the wrong way and distracting him by basically arguing with himself in the middle of the game when Keegan was throwing. Obviously the crowd were getting involved. It was a very close game, went all the way to a last leg decider. And he actually played some really good stuff with little spells, Hannes, but Keegan managed to keep his cool and produce some good stuff when it counted. And that's a visit.
Nathan, you require 134.
Which gets him back in this leg.
Yeah, good timing. Nathan, of course, looking for 2 51s to leave double 16. And after that, Max, Keegan has given himself a shout. He may go for the same segment here. 2 51s for tops. Just like the bottom of the board. He's going for the 2 treble 19s instead. He's one of those players, like Simon Whitlock, who likes 2 treble 19s to start a big combo. It doesn't really matter what double it leaves. But Nathan has 2 darts for double 12. Now it's 1 for 6. He gets himself on the board to hold in the first leg.
Second leg, Keegan to throw first.
Oh, Nathan, looking a little bit browner than normal. He's not long got back from a holiday in Mallorca with a family. We will see if it means he's refreshed or he's a little rusty, because we've seen examples of both, I think, this weekend.
Yeah, very fair to say that. I don't think he's got the best tan, though, backstage. Have you seen the tan of the tournament?
Great, I mean, Graham Fairhurst.
140.
I mean, he's from Newcastle. I don't know how he goes that colour. If he opens the fridge, he ends up looking
58.
like Steve Beaton, just from the rays from the light of it.
Well, Graham actually lives in the town I grew up in Northumberland, called Blythe. Every time I see him, I say, you did not get that tan in Blythe. But it's fair to say that Nathan's Stockport either.
No, that is true. But he has been trotting the globe, winning in Las Vegas, of course. As Keegan looks for the 10-darter. 11 or 12 will do. In fact, 15 will do for him. Nathan's not even down to a finish.
24.
Thing is, in that spot there, Dan, you want to clip it early. You want to set a good precedent. You don't want to be fiddling around doubles and inviting your opponent for a chance that you might get now. Wants to clip it 1 dart, just like that.
Second leg, Keegan Brown.
No doubt whatsoever.
To throw first.
And this may be the start of what could be a very, very close encounter. Maybe not of the third kind, though.
100.
Well, Nathan Aspinall, it's been a remarkable rise for the Asp over the last, well, I mean, less than a year, really.
137.
Yeah, it's coming up to about a year, isn't it?
Coming up to a year where he picked up his first PDC title. And then, of course, he had the great run to the semis of the World Championship, where I held my hands up before, and I'll do it again. I did not know he was capable of playing that well over those long periods that he did in the championship. He's superb. But he's just carried on doing it. And Keegan Brown carries on, firing in the big score. He's had 3 180s and a 149 in the first 2 and a bit legs of this.
Useful, to say the least. And who's to say he's not going to go and hit another one here and leave double 2?
I wouldn't put it past him, actually. I don't see that. And actual fact.
42.
That doesn't help him a great deal. Aspinall just let off a little bit there.
Good switch from Nathan. Make that an excellent switch.
119, Keegan, you've got 142.
That one visit may change this entire leg. Because now Nathan has a very doable 2-darter to hold once more. He doesn't look
93.
as sharp as usual.
Nathan, you require
But
85.
maybe he's just working up to something. 20 for ball. Double 5.
75, Keegan, you require
Not
49.
far away. Keegan can steal. Double 16. That corner has been unkind until now. And there is Vicky, who will be supporting Luke Humphries later.
Game on.
She looks really nervous watching people that aren't her boyfriend.
Yeah, well, I mean, she was one of the highlights of yesterday, to be fair, watching her through the ringer by Luke. And he's with Jamie Hughes. But, I mean, Luke's been quite open about how he's found it a stressful experience being in close games.
34.
He was cool as a cucumber compared to her.
Well, that was some last leg from Luke last night.
Yeah, really impressive 12-darter.
119.
And we will see Luke Humphries in a few games' time. Joe Cullen's opponent. Look at that, 110 first 9 average for Keegan Brown. Very impressive stuff. Nathan living in around that mid-90s average. That's his sort of typical game this year. We know he's got more, but Keegan Brown, well, it's one of the signs when Keegan Brown is playing really well. The way he groups his darts together. He was a disciple of Simon Whitlock back in the early days of his career. And there is a very Whitlock feel about the way he clusters those darts together in the same bed when he's playing well.
Doesn't need to go ball. He did anyway.
82.
See, that's one of the reasons why in that spot you've got to go for a 10 or an 18, because you leave a number that you don't practice. So it doesn't matter whether it's an easy shot like 39 or whether it's 49 or something like that. It's just something that you don't do. You don't constantly
96.
practice having
Keegan,
39.
39.
It's a good 7. Second pop at 16s isn't there.
23.
But Aspinall just can't live
Nathan, you require
with Keegan's scoring
160.
ability at the minute.
Well, the scoring ability from Keegan Brown is absolutely phenomenal. That's part of the reason. And we know Nathan has got that ability to mix it with the
60.
best. But
You
at the
require
moment,
16.
very much his B game performance. And this is looking very close to Keegan Brown's A game. 3-1 he leads. Now, both of these guys are going to be at the European Championship. They've done plenty on the European circuit this year.
134.
They don't have to worry about any of that application stuff that a lot of players, it will be the predominant
100.
thing in their minds over the next few weeks of European Tour action.
Do you know what it is as well? One of the reasons why Keegan's playing so much better tonight is because
83.
he's got a lot of against Nathan Aspinall in previous years. He knows exactly what he's going to get tonight. With Hannah Schneer last night, there was shenanigans, and he was
57.
constantly thinking about other stuff. Tonight, he looks focused. He's not bothered about what Nathan's doing. He's doing his job.
Well, they did meet earlier on this year, and Nathan won that one, but Nathan has been
100.
beating everybody this year. He has been superb. And here we go again. Oh, that's a little bit
140.
unfortunate. Yeah, Nathan won 6-4 in their meeting earlier on this year. You've got to go back to April for that.
121.
How is Nathan going to settle in to being a seed? Now, the last time out in the European Tour, he was done by
134.
Andrew
Nathan,
Gilding in
63.
a game that he'd rather forget. Right now, he needs a single 18 and a double 16 to get within 1. That is a lot better, especially when that double 16 was possibly landlocked, nowhere near the wire, and that will give him confidence.
96.
Well, the Asp, when we have seen him play well this year, he's had that ability to just consistently take out those checkouts, those
97.
niggly little things, 60 to 100, and they're going. You may get 2 darts at a double, you might only get 1, but they're repeatedly going. We've seen
99.
against the best players in the world. Done it against Michael Van Gerwen. He's done it, did it to win the US Darts Masters final. I mean, astonishing
98.
start to that game.
Did you catch the Adrian Lewis game at the end of the afternoon session?
Yes, it did.
Well, the finishing from was the standout thing. It was 7 out, 77 out, 78 out, 57 out, and 59 out. Take your 164s. Those kinds of shots can change games. And if it wasn't for those shots, particularly the 77, he could have lost that game, June.
Yeah.
But everybody at home, practice your shots between 60 and 80.
120.
Yeah, all those little finishing games a lot of these guys play, honing their skills. If you get one dart at a double, it has to go. But you've done it so many times, over and over again, calling on that.
You got 57.
Well, that kind of scenario right now. It's 57, just like Adrian earlier, double 10. And he gets there and he denies the opportunity for Nathan to take a shot at 70 himself.
Game on.
Well, there's not been a great deal between these two. There's Keegan Brown is 2 legs clear, but he survived one dart in one of those legs. He's been Nathan stranded on 68 and 70 in a couple of other low legs. He's breathing down his neck. If there had been a couple of misses from Keegan Brown, this scoreline might have been reversed, but there haven't. He's been clinical, and he's just looking to keep Nathan at arm's length.
He's starting to tighten up that range, is Nathan. I just get the feeling that the way Keegan's played this year, he's going to feel confident in this position because he's managed to palm off some of the best players in the world. In fact, the best in the world.
Twice. On the Euro Tour, yeah.
122.
Twice. Contrasting wins, it has to be said. One, it was flawless on the doubles from Keegan Brown. Van Gerwen averaged 108 against him and still lost.
100. If you require
The other was a slightly scrappier affair, but still very good. Single 17 to lead tops.
See, that's
62.
the spot there, 1 or 2, where you do go bull.
Yes.
Because your opponent not on a finish. If you get to 25, it's an easier setup for me. Oh, but there's that Christian Bunser style switch.
You require 40.
Pressure's on now.
Can reach. Too far inside. And double five again by Nathan Aspinall. 3 misses from the Asp, and he cannot afford those because Keegan Brown on double 8 has been deadly. But does that continue?
Oh,
it does.
What a dart that is.
Keegan Brown.
I'm not really sure about the angle, but when it went in, it's definitely clattered into something. Doesn't really matter as long as it goes in eventually. Great shot.
Well, this is the thing with Keegan. In this game, the finishing stats don't look great. He's 1 in 3, 5 out of 15. But the thing is, all of the misses that he's had have been when Nathan's not been on a finish, or they've been misses in the same visit and he's taken it out last dart. So they haven't hurt him. Yes, there have been 10 missed darts at doubles, but they've not been ones that Nathan has been able to take any advantage of. He is averaging 100 in this game, Keegan Brown, with, nearly 100, with those 10 misses. If it had been a little bit more clinical, Brown could have, he'd still be 5-2 up here, but he'd be 5-2 up with 105 average.
Yeah, we haven't seen Nathan playing big-time darts since the match play, really.
Yeah, disappointing early exit, the very first game of the tournament to the veteran Mervyn King. Great game of darts, and it averaged 103. Nobody averaged more in the first round than Nathan Aspinall, but Mervyn, very much like Keegan has done here, kept on taking his chances over and over and over again. Ooh,
71.
Deflection, but he still gets down to a finish.
21.
Great first dart. Great second dart. Oh, beautiful finish. Oh, that's classy. Nathan Aspinall, that's what we expect from him, but that one had some real exclamation on it. Stunning.
Well, a holder throw and he cuts the gap to just 1 leg. No need to panic just yet for Keegan Brown. He would have bitten your hand off to be 5-3 up against the world number 13 in this position, I think.
Can we just make the game best of 35?
95.
I think it's It's bubbling up to something quite... It's been great, don't get me wrong. But it could be a lot better. And Nathan's not missing now.
Yeah, and we know he can put these spells together where he just
99.
looks irresistible. He produced one at the start of his final in Vegas against Michael Smith.
Do you think that was the best start to...
58.
Well, it was definitely the best start to any World Series final.
Yes.
But it was maybe one of the best starts to any dart match in PDC history.
Well, I mean, look, everybody will think about Adrian Lewis hitting a 9-darter in the very first set of the World Championship final against Gary Anderson. In terms of the number of
57.
perfect darts consecutively, Nathan was right up there. He had a bounce out in the first leg that denied him a 9-darter. And then he just carried on. I mean, it was astonishing. And Michael Smith played his part as well. But if you don't rate Nathan Aspinall as one of the top players in the world, then you haven't been paying attention, because over the last year he definitely has been.
Oh, we're not going to have this Ian White style conversation again.
Well, no, I mean, look,
because that is not a conversation. That's
well, the one thing that Nathan Aspinall can say is that he's won a major title. He's won 2 TV titles now.
Now, to save his skin, this is one of those shots that has to go.
38.
Plenty on that one, but it was way over the bar, and Keegan has the opportunity to put the full stop on this game.
When he's needed to hit his doubles, he has done in this game. But this
72.
time he can't get the job done, and Nathan Aspinall is let off the
Nathan,
hook.
you require 40.
Rhythm on that double 6, but I'm sure he thought that double 12 was in.
That's
in,
in
though.
flag, Nathan
And
Aspinall.
now
10 flag, Keegan to
it's
throw
all
first.
in Keegan's hands
Game
on
on.
his throw. Is this one of the legs where you think, you can sound really silly by saying whoever wins this
39.
leg will win the match? Well, of course, if Keegan wins the leg, he wins the match. But if Nathan wins this leg, I think he wins the game.
Well, he would be throwing first in the last leg decider, having won 3 legs on the spin. And doubts in the existence of sporting momentum. But what does it do to your outlook, your psychological
134.
makeup, your attitude? If you've just lost 3 on the spin, you've already missed match starts, and then all of a sudden you're being forced to break throw, or you go out of the tournament when it looked like you had the game in the palm of your hand.
100.
It's tight, and those averages have been hovering around that pretty much from the word go. It's been high quality, despite a fair few missed starts at doubles. There you see.
John Aspinall right now, he's not going to get to a finish.
96.
He is, however, going to stay in touch, and he needs a mistake from Keegan, who's used a lot of that treble 19 in this match to incredible effect.
134.
Again, we see him grouping those darts together, and it means that Keegan Brown is going to get 2 more match darts as long as he missed the big number. Nathan Aspinall has asked the question of him, but is he going to be stranded once again on one of those niggly 2-dart finishes as Keegan Brown wins the leg? Yes, he is. It's a 14-darter, a 6-4 win for the unseeded Keegan Brown. He has gone on deep runs on the Euro Tour on a couple of occasions this year already, and he may give himself up to go on another. It is the Diamond number 2 seed who awaits for the needle, Keegan Brown.